Hello my little angels, I hope you're doing well. Right, I'm going to adjust the angle and we'll get down to business and we'll have a look at this thing. I'll give you the vital statistics as ever, go through the likes, the don't likes, and why this item is a bit disappointing. So let's go. Right then, first of all, the vital statistics. We've got a height of 16.5 centimeters, so 16.5 centimeters. We've got a width of 10.79 centimeters, and we've got a depth of 1.90 centimeters. We just call it 2 centimeters. Okay, obviously it will bulk out the more you put in it, which is pretty self-explanatory. Now you've got these sort of paracord zipper pulls, as you can see there. On the front you've got a slip pocket which has got hook and loop material. Okay, and the kind of items you can fit in there would be credit card items such as the Victorinox Swiss Card Lite. Shove that in there, it goes in there quite nicely. Okay, the only thing I will say is that where you've got the hook and loop section just behind this VANQUEST branding, you have got gaps either side, so if you're not putting things like credit cards or cash in there, paper, whatever, just be wary that things can fall out if they're not held in by this velcro section. The well-sighted ones amongst you would have noticed that there is a hook and loop section here, so being a little pork eating patriot that I am, I'll stick the little piggy on there just to show you there, guys. If you want measurements for that hook and loop section, that is just under 4 centimeters down here, and across is, what's that, just over 6 centimeters. I'd say about 6.5 centimeters roughly across there. Okay, you've got this strong loop section here, which if you've got it in a pocket is very sturdy, and you'll be able to pull it out quite nicely. On the back, just to show you a bit better here, you've got this molly or pels sort of loops. If I shove the pen all the way down, you can see it goes through there, and you've also got these little bits here that you could see will go through both of those. Okay, it will, honestly. There you go. Alright, so you can see that it goes through there as well, guys. Okay, same with the top here. There is a strap done by VANQUEST, so if you want to wear it like a sort of shoulder bag as well, but it's up to your imagination really. You can put these onto a molly or pels, whether maybe you want to attach it to another backpack, a chest rig, put some string or rope through there, whatever really. It's let your imagination run wild and you can do all sorts of that. Right, like I say, you've got this slip pocket on the front. Okay, I'll show you there from a different angle. Hopefully you can just about see that if I put this in there. Okay guys, give you a bit of an idea there. It will go all the way in like that. Now On the inside, I've loaded it out with some other items. But before that, the material. It's 1000D Cordura, treated with Teflon fabric by DuPont. And I will say this now, it says tough built gear here. And it is. It feels very well made, materials wise. Now onto the inside, you'll see this orange sort of material, and this is actually ripstop, and that is a 210D high visibility ripstop nylon. Okay, you've then got two further slip pockets, large slip pockets, which I've got a passport here, and on the opposite side, they're the same sort of size as each other, mirror each other there. You'll see I've got a Write in the Rain notebook, so just to give a better indication of the size of the pouches. Sorry, the slip pockets. You've then got these 1 inch sort of webbing loops. Okay, so you can see there, you can easily fit a full size pen. You've got this loop section here. Okay, and on the other side you've got this key stay, which apparently is removable, but I didn't want to risk messing about with it, so a decent key stay there, as you can see, and it swivels as well. It says on there a little bit of branding again, VANQUEST tough built gear, and on the other side it says designed in the USA and made in Taiwan. Okay, so I've had a bit of a technical error there, which I'll just sort out. Alright, back to business. So then, on this section, you can see I've got a Zippo lighter in there. This loop here is larger and almost sort of, what can I say, almost purpose built for a Zippo lighter or that sort of size object. Okay, above that I've got the Leatherman Squirt PS4. Take the Zippo out. I've got the Victorinox, is it Farmer? Oh, that there. And I've got this Sharpie style pen. Pair of tweezers. Okay. See there, the Woburn X3 also seems sort of purpose built for this pouch. You can see that. Right. Now, as you notice, you've got these 4 sections here, which are sort of equally spaced 1 inch sort of sections. On the other side, I'll say this in centimeters if you don't mind, guys. Now, the 4.5, 2.5. Right, so the bottom, this, you got this 4.5, 2.5, and roughly 2. As you can see at the sides, they do sort of finish off at an angle. Okay, on here and here. The others are sort of equally distanced, and they are they are 3.5 centimeters roughly across. Now, this is where I'm disappointed. Okay, I feel like this section here could have done with being a bit further up, number one. Number two, I would have liked these sections to be equally distanced. Now, I know VanQuest have said that they've sort of offset them, if you like, so that you can maximise the amount of items and whatnot you can fit in there. Personally, I feel like someone's been doing their shift at work and then just decided to go home early. That's how it kind of feels to me. It kind of feels like they've done the rest of the item so well. They've finished this and they've got to here. They've been watching the clock and went, "Oh, sod this, I'm going home." So they just rushed through it and went. That's what it feels like to me, because unless you're putting something like a Zippo or the Woburn X3 or something like that with it, it feels like they've just rushed this a bit at the bottom. So whatever else is such a well-made item, it's quite disappointing to me. I haven't been this disappointed since I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. Right, the other factor. Now, once it's loaded out, it fits very nicely in a sort of cargo trouser pocket, but not so great in jeans. Okay, everyone knows real men wear jeans. A lot of us EDC enthusiasts. So you think that would be a factor. If it was a little bit smaller, I think it is called the personal pocket maximizer after all, and you think it would be able to fit in the majority of pockets that men wear. So like I say, perfectly fine in cargo trousers, great to put in a backpack or things like that. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing. If you've got one of these out there, tell me how you feel about it. Tell me if what sort of items you put in your pouch, and see if you can convince me otherwise on this. I love how it looks. Yep. I love how it is toughly built. It's quite versatile. I like all those things about it. The price, £28, is decent. The only other bit, it does seem to stick a little bit when you're pulling these zipper tabs around. Okay, that's it. So it really is like a sort of Jekyll and Hyde item to me. YKK zippers, so decent zippers, even if they are a little bit sticky, but you have to be quite careful how you think about loading this out. So there you go, guys, the VANQUEST PPM Slim 2.0. That's my thoughts on it. Yeah. Oh, one more thing, I would have liked to have seen another equally spaced layer here, because for example, if you put something like this, Fisher Space Pen, you can go from there and can disappear like that. Alright guys, till next time, take care, bye.